You won't see this supposed leaked Smash character coming at all, and we also talk about Breath of the Wild 2 leaks. Let's go! Block content. What's happening, my blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. We're talking about all things Nintendo Direct. Yes, there have been some supposed leaks that talk about this in the past, and today is no different. It seems like every single day we have something to talk about these days, which is a lot more than we can say about the past couple of weeks, right? It must mean that a Nintendo Direct for March is really, really close, and of course we know about that news that the card for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's DLC, Fighters Pass number 2, has actually been revealed, and before the 28th of March, we will probably get some sort of announcement or even character release before then, because that's basically when the card goes on sale, so that would make just as much sense. So all info about SpongeBob Battle for Bikini, Sonic Adventure like remakes and remasters, and also stuff for Bayonetta 3, and even a newcomer for Smash Bros. Ultimate. I all get to talk about this stuff today, and also you guys joined me on a live stream earlier today, which was a ton of fun. We played Smash Bros. Ultimate with the fans, so if you want to stay up to date on all that good stuff, all the live streams that we do with the fans playing Smash Bros., well, press the subscribe button right now, but also press that little bell, because every time that we upload, you get that notification. That's going to be a lot of fun to join even more people on Smash Bros. Ultimate live in Blocked Content, and I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Bros. Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite video game? How do you start making YouTube videos? Whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in one of our next Question Blocked episodes. Here's a brand new giveaway. Yes, we showed this off in our live stream. We actually did an unboxing of one of them, so we know that one of them contains something awesome. If you want to know what characters in one of them, well, check out the live stream we did today. I will actually send this to 4 of you guys. If you like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content right now and comment down below if you enter for the raffle in this giveaway. All right, guys, let's get into the main topic of today, and we just got to start here with this supposed Nintendo Direct leak, right? And it essentially talks about all different games coming to that Direct that may or may not actually happen. It says contents are as follows. It opens with a trailer for SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. The release date is revealed, and a demo will be released right after the Nintendo Direct. New SNES games are coming to the Switch's online service. Those games are Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Super Mario RPG, Kirby's Avalanche, and Super Double Dragon. Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes are coming in a collection to the Switch. These are not remasters, just ports. Trailer for Bayonetta 3 is shown, and it releases sometime in 2021. And here's something really interesting. Final Fantasy XIV is actually coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's getting ported, no release date has been given. Interesting. Info on Breath of the Wild 2 is given, but it's nothing major. Parappa the Rapper 1 and 2 HD are being ported to the Switch as a collection. Xenosaga Trilogy is announced, and it's an HD remaster of Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3. It comes to all consoles and PC in the summer. The first fighter of Fighters Pass 2 is revealed. It's MasterChef. No, that's not a typo. It's, well, and we continue on, the chef cooking mama. Her stage is a kitchen, and she comes with 10 music tracks, 3 of them being remixes. Mii fighter costumes are Linkle from Hyrule Warriors, Tingle, Dr. Eggman, Travis Touchdown, and Hat Kid from Ahead in Time, and it comes with a remix of the Welcome to Mafia Town song. And the Direct is about at the end, but there's one final announcement. Mother 3 is finally coming to the West in the form of a collection that remasters Earthbound 0, Earthbound, and Mother 3, localized as Earthbound 2. Not much footage is shown, but it seems to go for the clay art style of the promotional art. And the Direct ends. So crazy amounts to talk about here, because essentially this is just a whole Direct that we can break down, right? Well, there's a lot here that I believe that will eventually happen, but in a whole, I think that there is just a little bit too many dreams coming true over here, so I gotta crush those dreams right now and say I don't believe every single thing in here. There might be some legitimate information that will line up with the future, but yeah, I think stuff like, Battle for Bikini Bottom, trailer for that kind of stuff, all makes sense. but having a Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and 3 and Heroes, I don't think that makes sense at all. I think that Sega is working very hard on the next, part of the Sonic universe, because that movie came out. It's doing really well. You guys in the live stream were actually super happy about it too, and I think that they want to go into either a big new direction, and I hope that it doesn't go as bad as Sonic Boom, but they at least are working on something big, and I don't think that's ports of older games. I feel like that if they are going to do something with Sonic Adventure, it's actually doing that big remake that they've been talking about for a very long time, and actually the creators of Sonic have been excited about for a very long time, and even, doing some tiny teases on the social media in terms of songs and stuff like that. So I really think that that's going to happen, and nothing like a Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Sonic Heroes like port collection to the Switch. That makes no sense to me. So a trailer for Bayonetta 3, I can see that happening. New SNES games. I mean, it'd be really cool if Super Mario RPG came to the Switches online, and of course also the Final Fantasy games, Kirby. I mean, Super Double Dragon is a really, really cool game, and I just think those kinds of games I would be playing for, a pretty long time if they actually come to the service. So a lot more info is given on Breath of the Wild 2, but nothing major. So no big plot reveals, nothing like that, but possibly just seeing what the game is, right? And at this moment, all we've seen is the teaser. So anything could be this game, right? They could totally show us a new universe, a new world, a new playable character even. Like anything can happen. Parappa the Rapper, I think that that's pretty fun. Maybe it'll happen. We've seen a lot of crossover with different companies, the Sony, the Microsoft of it all. So I keep everything open. Xenosaga to me seems like a possibility as well. So all that could also be possible, but then the cooking mama of it all, like Master Chef. No, it's not Master Chief, it's the cooking mama. I have actually wanted this character for a very long time. I think the cooking mama is, in some terms, a first party character for Nintendo. It's a cute character. It's also a character that, a different part of the Smash audience could be playing, moms and maybe, girls that really like this franchise. I really feel like there is a place for that in Super Smash Brothers. There is not really that kind of a representation. I mean, you could see like maybe Rosalina being a mom character, not many other characters like that, and especially in the Fighters Pass, we need more female fighters. Like I said in our previous video when we talked about 2B, I don't think Kazooie in Banjo's backpack and an alternate, Byleth is enough for that representation. And even though some of you guys might not think it's important, I think it as a whole definitely is important to have a varied Smash Brothers cast. I don't want it all to be anime characters. I don't want it all to be the same kind of template. I don't want it all to be clones. I don't want it all to be dudes. I mean, that just makes sense to me, right? So talking about those Mii Fighter costumes, Linkle would actually be really cool. So a Mii Fighter makes sense. I don't think that it would be, a special Mii costume. Tingle is something that, of course, everybody's awaiting. Dr. Eggman would be really cool, but yeah, not having him as a character or a boss is a bit sad. Travis Touchdown would break the hearts of a couple of people that want him as a playable character, and Hat Kid I actually could see happening. That would be really cool, and having a remix of Welcome to Mafia Town would make those who played the game and were really into that little segment very, very happy. So the direct is about to end, one final announcement being Mother 3. The thing that breaks it for me here is that they are like, oh yeah, it's like a collection and it remasters the games. The clay art style is here, so that makes no sense to me. I mean, if they've waited this long to like remaster the things and localize them, they wouldn't be doing like these big, makeovers. They wouldn't actually remake the games in a new style. If this happens, I would be so incredibly happy, because that would be the dream Earthbound game for me. If it was like HD and it looks a little bit like Link's Awakening HD, I mean, that would be incredible, but I don't think that they sink that much into the Mother or Earthbound franchise at this moment. So yeah, it's going to be a no for me on that one. And we go on to, a little bit more information about Breath of the Wild 2 would be fun. All of that stuff to me is very, very interesting because we don't know anything, and just the direct ends. That's pretty much it about all this information. So I'm super curious if there's anything there that stuck out to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. I mean, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. And if you comment down below, that little comment could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, do you want more SNES games? So let me know. And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our user, Mike V, or Mike 5, I guess, saying, I think the excitement for Smash had somewhat dipped with the announcement of The Last Fighter. To compare this to another fighting game, Fighter Z, the game just comes off as a very exciting Broly release, being the final fighter of Season 2. They just announced two fighters, Kefla and Goku Ultra Instinct. People are excited and constantly speculating what's next and also looking forward. Kefla just got released and Goku Ultra Instinct has a release date. The announcement of Season 3 came with this announcement, and 2 weeks later, people already had their first fighter. Let's compare this to Smash. The final fighter took months to announce, January, and has been very controversial. Meanwhile, the next Fighters Pass was released with no indication of what would be coming next or even when. Smash players are completely in the dark on this matter, and that's not a good place to have your game if you want to keep the community vibrant. It's in their best interest to turn this ship around quick, this month even. Should they wait all the way up and until E3, I call shame on Nintendo for squandering such good momentum this game had all the way up and until the second last fighter was released, but I can't imagine that. That's 3+ months where people will be expected to purchase the next Fighters Pass on blind faith. Not a good business call. Thank you, Mike V, and this is a really interesting message that you've sent here, so I want to signal it out just for a lot of reasons. Like, I think Dragon Ball FighterZ has been doing a really great job with keeping the game relevant, right? It has not the same staying power as something like Smash Brothers. It's not that huge, but it is a game that has been doing incredibly well against all odds, right? The game works very well, but having that constant stream of new characters, new content, and those awesome trailers that they put out, I mean, that makes anyone excited. So that's the way to go. But I think that Smash Brothers is just a more tight ship. I think Smash Brothers is a much bigger responsibility because you're having to work with all these companies, all these people that have to say yes to a certain thing, so it just takes a little bit more time, and to have this game at all is pretty crazy. That said, I completely agree with everything you're saying here. They should have a better roadmap, especially in terms of the general Nintendo content. Where is our Nintendo Direct, and why don't we hear when we can expect it, right? You can at least say which month we are getting a Direct in, and then the fan base will already be happy. Now, we kind of feel like we purchased this console and we don't really know what is being supported this next year. I mean, I have no idea what's coming out for this machine that I own, and I kind of want to know if it still has any value, right? And in terms of Smash Brothers, that's the exact same. I mean, I have not bought that Fighters Pass yet, because, like, why would they deserve my money if I know nothing about it? I don't know anything in terms of timing. I don't know anything in terms of tone. I don't know anything in terms of characters. And yes, you could argue Smash Brothers is my thing, and I should get it because I talk about Smash Brothers on the internet. But, you know, I want to view this in a very realistic light and just say, they've not won me over to buy that Fighters Pass, so I'm going to wait it out a little bit and maybe get it when the first character is announced, and if it's a great one, or, you know, maybe, you know, do something different with my time. So that's very interesting. They've changed me around as well. So thank you for your insightful comment, because yeah, the whole world is kind of on its head now with that last Smash reveal, and not saying that Byleth is a bad thing. I really like the character, but it definitely divided a whole lot of things, and no one can argue against that. So thank you so much for sending in your comments, and these are always so much fun to read through. And of course, a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and the super chats you guys sent during our live streams. That was so fun, you guys. You make block content possible. If you want to have yourself created in pixel art or have your own ideas become animations, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting just for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun that you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!